Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Caleb and a whole bunch of other people sent me a story yesterday involving Hertz. And interestingly, Hertz has not done anything wrong here. But what I think will happen down the road is there will be some confusion and some consternation as a result of what they're doing here. And we'll have to see how this shakes out because this kind of stuff is going to become more common in the future. But a company called UVI, but the I is spelled E-Y-E, UVI, lands a multi-million-dollar deal with Hertz to automate the fleet inspections of their cars. Now, the company is from Israel, and I saw this article all over the place, including on View from the Wing, but I went and found this article here on a website called calculistech.com, and they cover, I guess, technical stories of this nature. But here's what's going on. Hertz has partnered with an Israeli startup to deploy AI-powered vehicle inspection systems across major U.S. locations. The move marks one of the largest rollouts of automated inspection technology in the car rental industry to date. So you rent a car, you drive around with whatever you're going to do in that town, you go to return the car, and a person walks out and walks around the car and says, okay, you're good, or says, oh, there's a ding over here. Okay? Instead of having that happen, there is a device that looks a lot like something you go through to get into a concert or an airport, but the car drives through it. And as the car drives through it, this contraption is going to scan the car and use AI to determine whether or not the car has got any damage on it. And then, of course, it would compare that damage to what it looked like the last time it was scanned. And one of the funniest things here is that everything now is AI. And I think back in our history, our recent history, about terms that just became catchphrases, you know. Everything was light for a while because light beer was so popular, light this, light that. And then for a while, everything was turbo this, turbo that. And I understand that AI is an actual thing. I understand that. But interestingly, the AI is not the selling point people think it is. When I hear that something has AI in it, my first thought is, oh, it hallucinates. Now, I understand that this thing is not creating language. I understand that. But somehow, this is going to backfire. I just know it because it involves Hertz. How could it not backfire? So what's going to happen is you're going to drive the car through and you're going to go, there is no car or something. Maybe I'm a skeptic. I don't know. The partnership between Hertz and UVI has already begun at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. They'll extend it to multiple U.S. airports by the end of the year. According to market estimates, the deal is expected to generate tens of millions of dollars annually for UVI. So don't get me wrong. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. If I can just roll through this thing and it goes, you're good to go, it beats me having to go find somebody who walks around, is looking, walks around, buff that, hang on. You know, that's actually not a bad thing. But my skepticism comes from, one, it's Hertz, and two, it's AI. Just somehow, those two getting together is not going to be a match made in heaven. Hertz, which manages over 500,000 vehicles globally, is betting that the deployment of UVI's automated AI systems will drastically reduce downtime, prevent maintenance oversights, and improve customer experience through faster, more reliable service. And this device, this thing, what do you want to call it, contraption, perhaps, is capable of analyzing a vehicle's body, tires, glass, and undercarriage in seconds. Now, that's something, because apparently as it drives through, there's also something underneath looking at it also. And I don't recall ever having somebody inspect the underside of my rental when I turned it in. So with millions of customers and over 100 years of service around the world, we're continually focused on transforming every aspect of our company, and that includes how we maintain our vehicles, says the Technical Operations EVP at Hertz. We are excited to partner with UVI to bring efficiency and greater accuracy to our maintenance process so we can focus on our vehicles being ready when and where our customers want them. In an industry long dependent on manual inspections conducted in varied conditions, and often under time pressure, the integration of AI promises to usher in a new era of standardized real-time diagnostics. UVI's proprietary systems use high-speed cameras and machine learning to automatically flag damage or degradation, including uneven tire wear, cracked glass, and undercarriage anomalies within seconds of a vehicle's arrival. So this machine learning algorithm is what I want to know more about, because I would have thought that what you would do is you would have the device, let's call it a scanner, and you drive the car through the scanner, that the scanner is going to record a bunch of data that it sees, right? And then what it would presumably do is simply go find the last time the car went through the scanner and compare the two and look for differences, right? And so there's no scratch here, but there is a scratch here. Second time, yeah, okay, there's a scratch in the car. Wasn't there before. But my question is, what else will it be teaching itself? Perhaps how much it doesn't like its job, I don't know. This capability is not only expected to improve safety and uptime for Hertz's vast fleet, but also to reduce human error while enabling more consistent vehicle availability for customers. The company is founded in Israel, we're talking about here, and they're often dubbed the MRI of vehicle diagnostics. UVI has rapidly gained traction in global mobility and logistics sectors. Its client list already includes Amazon, General Motors, and major seaports, and its expansion into the rental market positions as a key player in the growing intersection of AI automotive maintenance. Hertz is setting a new standard for vehicle maintenance and fleet management in the rental industry, and we're thrilled to partner with them, says the CEO and co-founder of the company. Our AI-driven inspection system complements manual checks with consistent, data-backed assessments completed in seconds. And there are some interesting thoughts there. So you think about Amazon. Amazon's got a fleet of vehicles on the road. And we've talked about them many times before, driving across people's lawns and so on. And so if Amazon had one of these at their place where they got all the vehicles, then when a vehicle comes in at the end of the shift, the driver can drive through there and it can tell what condition the vehicle is in when it was brought back, and can compare that with what it was like when it left, for instance. General Motors, okay, cars are rolling off the assembly line. Presumably somebody's got to inspect them on some level, right? Instead, you drive it through this thing. And again, other than the color of the car and maybe a few options, the cars should be identical, like with body, fit, and finish and so on. And maybe they can train this thing to look for those kind of differences and figure that stuff out. That all makes complete sense to me. I don't know why, though. And it might be because I've done so many videos about Hertz. And by the way, there's actually a playlist of Hertz videos on my channel. All I know is that I had so many people send this to me, and they said, this can't be good. People are saying that. This can't be good. And now, if the story was Enterprise has landed a deal at working with UVI, and there's going to be this thing that you can take your vehicle through, and it automates the drop-off process with the inspection. I would have, I'm telling you right now the truth, I would have said, oh, that's a great idea. What a great idea. For some odd reason, the fact that Hertz is doing, I go, okay, what can go wrong? Something can and will go wrong. Now, I could be wrong. But of course, I believe the Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is a large airport. I've been through it many times. It is a very large airport. I've also rented cars from there a few times, but it's been a few years. I went to Talladega a long time ago. And I remember landing there and renting a car and driving across. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, it might speed the process up, but I'm concerned about some kind of weird side effect. And like I said, for all I know, it's going to hallucinate stuff. Don't know. We'll see. But Caleb and everybody else, thank you for sending that. That's from KelkaListTech.com. UVI, which is UVEYE, lands multi-million-dollar deal with Hertz to automate U.S. fleet inspections using AI technology and, in essence, a thing you drive the car through, and it scans the car entirely, including underneath, which is kind of cool. Questions or comments, put them below. Let's talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. My goal is no longer to get more done, but rather to have less to do.